Greetings, everyone, and welcome to the season finale of the Migration series. Over the course of this series, we have traveled through centuries of history. We have explored life in Gabon before the slave trade, witnessed the forced migration across the Atlantic, followed the survival of African culture in the Caribbean, and traced the journey that eventually led to America. Today, my story comes full circle. This episode is not about physically returning to Gabon. It is about something deeper. It is about coming home through memory, history, and identity. Now, before we begin, make sure to subscribe to support my ancestral journey. For many descendants of the African diaspora, returning home is complicated. The names of ancestors may be lost. Records may be incomplete. Generations have passed. Countries have changed. Yet, despite those challenges, there remains a powerful desire to know where we came from. For some, it begins with a single photograph. For me, it began with ancestry research that connected my paternal roots to Gabon. That discovery transformed a distant place on a map into something personal, a homeland connected to my father's family story. When people hear about ancestry tests, they often focus on percentages. But this journey taught me that ancestry is about far more than numbers. It is about people. It is about understanding the lives of those who came before us, the fathers and mothers, the sons and daughters, the dreamers and survivors, the people whose sacrifices made our lives possible. DNA may tell us where we came from, but history helps us understand who we are. Although I have never walked the forests of Gabon, I can imagine them. I imagine rivers winding through dense rainforests. I imagine families gathering together. I imagine elders passing stories to younger generations. I imagine a people rich in culture, tradition, and resilience. And somewhere in that history, I imagine the ancestors whose lives helped shape my own existence. The connection may span centuries, but is still a connection. One of the most beautiful lessons from this journey is realizing that I don't have to choose between identities. I am connected to Africa. I am connected to the Caribbean. I am connected to America. Each chapter matters. Each part of the journey contributed to who I am today. The story didn't begin in one place and end in another. It continued, it evolved, and it lives on through future generations. I see God's hand across generations, through hardship and triumph, through separation and reunion, through loss and discovery. There were moments when my ancestors could not see what lay ahead. Yet, their story continued. And now, centuries later, I have the privilege of telling it. Psalm 78 reminds us to tell future generations about the works and faithfulness of God. In many ways, that's what this series has been about. Remembering, honoring, and sharing. To the ancestors whose names I may never know, thank you. Thank you for your courage. Thank you for your resilience. Thank you for surviving when survival seemed impossible. And because of you, I am here. Because of you, this story can be told. And because of you, future generations will know that they came from people of strength, dignity, and purpose. This journey began with a question: where do I come from? But along the way, I discovered a better question: what will I do with the legacy I have inherited? Knowing our roots is important, but honoring those roots is even more important. We honor them by learning. We honor them by remembering. And we honor them by living lives worthy of the sacrifices that came before us. Thank you for joining me on this incredible journey through the Migration series. This series began with ancestry and history, but it became something much more personal. It became a reminder that even when history scatters people across oceans and continents, our roots remain connected. The migration may be over, but the legacy continues. My name is Michael Reynoso, and this is the African Latino. Stay tuned for the next series. Peace and blessings, everyone.